Well, hello. It's Jonatha. How have you all been? It's been a few weeks, and I just thought I would kind of do a little drive-by. Hello, here's what's happening. How are you? How's your summer going? Have you been vaccinated? And maybe sing you a couple new songs and talk about what's going on in my world. So mostly I want to talk about my playwriting workshop at the Fine Arts Work Center coming up, but also just say hello and maybe sing you a couple old songs and some brand new songs that, of course, are from this new musical that I've been working on in New York last week. So I'm going to start with a song because that's always a good idea. Hi, everybody. Oh, my gosh. Hi, Hope Turtle, Craig, Gwendolina, Joanna, Becca. Oh, my goodness. Hi, you guys. Here we go. This song is called West Point, just for old time's sake. Cousin will throw his hat up in the air. We will watch it fall. And I'm still the girl that loved you when your eyes were open wide. I'm still the girl that wandered on. I'm still the girl that lied. 'Cause when I tell the truth, you would run and hide. Na 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 na, yeah 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 yeah. Na na na. When my hands get shaky and I think of all the reasons, and I start to drink. Get lonely, get depressed, don't sleep well nights, can't get dressed. I can't help myself. You'll order beer and a sandwich at the bar at the hotel, and you will wanna tell me something just like every other time. Our hopes will rise, and we will watch them fall. 'Cause you're still written in my days, all the pages coming back to me. I will carry you along, singing discreetly, old raincoat, 2 lives, no boyfriend, no wife. I don't wanna die here and nobody know. Don't wanna die here and nobody know. Na 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 na, yeah yeah yeah. Na na na. Of all the reasons, and I start to drink. Get lonely, get depressed, don't sleep well nights, can't get dressed. I can't help myself. 'Cause I get lonely, get depressed, don't sleep well nights, and I can't get dressed. I don't wanna die here and nobody know. Don't don't wanna die here and nobody know. I don't wanna die here and nobody know. I don't wanna die here. No, 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 da, 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 do, do. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much. It's so weird. Oh my God, I missed you too. Hi, Amy. Hi, John. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Suze. Wow. Hi, Deb Briggs. Yeah, lots going on. Last week I was in New York City working on my play, my new musical, Tempest, that I'm working on with Jacqueline Backus, who's an unbelievable playwright. So we got down and dirty in not in that way, but like we kind of were at it in this little rehearsal room in Midtown. Kelly, can you show the picture of me and Jacqueline getting into the drama of it all? Yeah, it was so good. Like Sleepless in Manhattan. And then, of course, we pioneered, well, this is nothing new to anyone in theater, but we had this whole Post-it note thing going, which was very, very helpful. Kelly, you can show that picture now. It's just so awesome when you're working on whether it's a play or a musical, you just got to color code your shit. So like songs are pink, scenes are green, themes are yellow, questions are blue. And so we did that, and it helped us a lot to rearrange some of our thoughts and ideas and sequences. And so I wanted to share with you, as terrifying as it is, some very new songs that I've been working on with Jacqueline for this play. And here we go. All you need to know is that basically it's about a female expeditioner, 1930, goes to Antarctica, groundbreaking scientific discoveries, but she's lost in the snow. 100 years later, her great niece comes up with this technology that can revive her great aunt, Annie. Chloe is our Revivia entrepreneur. Okay, so here we go. This song comes early in the show where Chloe is pitching her investors about her new technology. The great thing about musical theater is that we'll probably have to kill this song eventually anyway, but it's so fun writing and not being worried about like, oh, this must be perfect now because it's going to change 10 million times. So we try shit, and it's exciting. Okay, here we go. Let's see, that's off. This is on. All of you out there have lost someone. Think on them for a moment. What would you do to be able to see them one more time? What if it actually were possible? What would you give? When my mother's father's father said goodbye, he convinced her that one day they'd meet again. You are my continuum, he said, don't cry. Who knows what the future holds, we'll find out then. So always tell the ones you love that you love them. Let them know before you go that you love them. Always tell the ones you love that you love them. Let them know before you go that you love them, that you love them. So that was my great Uncle Charlie. He knew my famous aunt, Annie Lawson. In fact, he was orphaned at a very young age, and she became the only anchor in his life. Perhaps you're beginning to see the bigger picture. What if the ephemeral were made to last? Given different choices, would you change the past? Broken parts of who we are could stay behind. We could patch the rest together for mankind. So always tell the ones you love that you love them. Let them know before you go that you love them. Always tell the ones you love that you love them, that you love them. Sorry. Wait. Oh no, I lost my bridge. My bridge is lost. So there's a bridge that goes something, 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 something. Yes, I found it. Last verse. Okay. We are stardust as the poets have opined. There are deeper riches out there to be mined. I will spare no cost or squander precious time. This is our continuum, now yours and mine. So always tell the ones you love that you love them. Let them know before you go that you love them. Always tell the ones you love that you love them. Let them know before you go that you love them. Always tell the ones you love that you love them. Let them know before you go that you love them, that you love them. Okay, well that's musical theater. That was today's version of it. Cool. All right. How's everyone doing? Love this song. Oh, that's wicked sweet, Michelle. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Adrienne. I know the fucking bridge. All right, bridge. Okay. Then, later in the play, oh no, I threw away the wrong thing. Here it is. Can you tell I'm a little out of practice? Wow. Okay, so later in the play, in Act 2, there's, obviously there's conflict because it's drama, it's theater. So there's some conflict going on, and Annie is kind of miserable. She's sad because she is 100 years later. This world is super strange to her, and her close buddies, her team, were left behind. She was the one they chose to revive, but she's like, why me? Like, where are my dudes? And so there's this scene where the three main people, the doctor that helped revive her, the other doctor, the assistant, and Annie, so Stone, Janine, and Annie are having this very deep conversation. So they each get a verse about their own losses and their own regrets. For Dr. Stone, it's his little brother Petey, who died when they were little. For Janine, it's her Nana, who gave up everything and sacrificed everything so that she could have more than her grandma had. And for Annie, it's her guys on the expedition. So this is called Petey, Nana, and Charlie. Okay. And I think I know where the bridge is. Everybody tells you it'll be alright when you're 9 and your little brother dies. And everybody tells you that it's not your fault. Everything happens for a reason, so don't cry. But nobody tells you how long it will take. Nobody shows you the mark it will make. On a heart in formation, there's no consolation. You carry it on your way, all the way home. I know. This is Janine singing for her grandmother. Everybody tells you it'll be all right, even though the world is still unfair. And everybody tells you it's a worthy fight. It's just a woman's cross to bear. You'll get your share. But nobody tells you how hard it will be. Nobody mentions the things they don't see. Shrugging off catcalls, defending your shortfalls. You carry it on your way, all the way home. I know. Sometimes it feels like everyone you know is drowning. Do you save yourself or the stranger in the deep? This is Annie. There's no rhyme or reason when it's hurricane season. The wind decides which promises we'll keep. A baseball glove, a locket, or a fairy tale. A talisman for every troubled mile before we sleep. I know. There's no rhyme or reason in hurricane season. You carry it on your way, all the way home. No matter what they say, you're still alone when you go. When you go. Kind of goes like that. There's a little thing at the end that where I quote another song earlier where Annie is singing with her little nephew Charlie about pants, which is one of the funnest songs, but I couldn't pull it off today. But it's a song about pants because every musical needs a song about pants and the patriarchy and packing for a trip. So, of course, that was the first essential song was the pants song. Thank you. Okay, well, that was fun. Let's do a little palette cleanser. Palette cleansers were in yellow on our vision wall. We're going to do a little palette cleanser now. This is actually a song called So Much Mine, but strangely enough, it's like it's a song that kind of is like a theater piece. So there. I am teaching a playwriting workshop at the Fine Arts Work Center, which is part of why this whole kitchen COVID concert was like, hey, let's talk about that too. And it's about playwriting as a form of memoir. And for me, that's what songwriting has been about. But when I was working on My Mother Has Four Noses, it was so clear that that was not going to just be a record or a blog post. It was theater, and I needed to tell the story in monologue, in dialogue, yes, interweaving with songs, but most importantly was the text. And so I'm teaching a workshop about that very thing, where we will delve into monologue, dialogue, informing your characters, working on your arc, your timeline, so that it's not just a sequential thing, that you are chopping it up into maybe smaller bits, which makes it way less terrifying, story at a time, or you're shuffling your chronology. So anyway, what I loved to do as I'm working is create palette cleansers. I call them palette cleansers. Jacqueline Ikes would be like, okay, well, here's another palette cleanser. This is the palette cleanser song for today's kitchen COVID concert. It's called So Much Mine, and is probably one of my more theatrical pieces. So here we go. In fact, Jeffrey Knopf's, who I've written another musical with called Switched, we actually worked this song into the play. It's a scene at a dress shop, of course. And then the funnest part is 4 women singing the chorus full throttle. Where'd you get that dress? Where'd you learn to walk like that? Don't talk back. Tell me where you've been. Maybe I don't want to know. Oh, Lord, why me? You're so much mine. Now I reach for you, and I cannot find you. So much mine. Now I reach for you, and I cannot find you. So much mine. So much mine. So much mine. You know you've got my hands, and you've got your father's eyes, lovely bold eyes. I know that it's not fair, but things aren't always what they seem. And now I worry so, where you'll lay your head, where you'll sleep tonight, away up high, away, oh, why can't I? Someone's pillow's cold, someone loved you so. Bluebirds sing, they say. Where's the heart in me that made the one in you so cold? Please don't go. 'Cause I know where you got that dress. I know where you learned to walk like that. Yeah, yeah. You were so much mine. Now I reach for you, and I cannot find you. So much mine. Now I reach for you, and I cannot find you. Where you'll lay your head, where you'll sleep tonight, away up high. Why, oh, why can't I? Someone's pillow's cold, and someone much mine, so much mine, so much mine, so much mine. Thank you. So the thing about songwriting, which is so much like theater, is that it is absolute economy. It is distilling things down to their most essential, hooky, sticky, I like to call it, essences. And that's what the best theater does too. It is like, how do you say the least and show the most about your characters, whatever it is that they're doing. So there's that. Oh, there's also, this is going to be an assignment in our class, but I'm just going to quote Paula Vogel, who's one of my favorite playwrights. She said this thing that's very cool. This is how, for me, plays happen. I see an image that ends up being the turning point. A woman adjusts her car mirror. A doctor takes off his latex gloves under fluorescent hospital lights. Or a dusty troupe of actors hastily assembles a performance of The God of Vengeance with improvised props and suitcases and trunks in an attic. So there, same with songwriting. There are images that will just prompt the scene. You know, so much mine is a scene. It's three scenes. But there's a dialogue, there's this conversation about the dress, and the whole song was launched by seeing this young girl on the street in a short, tight dress, you know, maybe 16, maybe 17 years old, working the streets, and thinking like, oh my God, there's such a deep story behind that girl, that dress, that where's her mother? What must she be thinking? What did they say to one another? Those kinds of things. And it's so exciting to be threading these threads through songwriting and playwriting. And anyway, I hope you'll join me. Is there a link? Stephanie, you put the link up, right? Yes. Okay, great. Thanks, Steph. Any questions? Okay, I'm gonna try one more snippet of a new song. 'Cause why not? Why not be weirdly nervous and do a scary thing? I think I talk about this in my songwriting workshops, where if you're not terrified, then why bother? So that's pretty much how I navigate. I'm usually like so terrified, and you may not know it, but I really am. And so there's that. It's just the way it is. Being creative, trying stuff, being terrified that you suck, that no one's going to love you anymore. And that's all just really dumb, and it's all shadows in your mind. Shadows in your mind. Shadows in your mind. So, cover that. Oh, did I already tell you the word of the day? I know. I was just going to do a little drive-by. And look, here we are. We've got a word of the day. It's called amuse-gueule. Amuse-gueule. I thought it was amuse-bouche. You know, that's what you usually get in the restaurant. It sounds a little more twee and exciting and like tiny. But amuse-gueule, apparently, origin French, unknown, a small savory item of food served as an appetizer before a meal. Examples of amuse-gueule in a sentence. Can peanut butter and jelly bites really be considered amuse-gueule for such a fancy meal? I think so. Also, I enjoyed the amuse-gueule much more than the main course. Wow. See, I thought gueule was a little more vulgar. Like, ta gueule means like shut up. But apparently, I don't know. You Frenchies will have to comment on this and tell me what you think. Okay, poem later. New song. This song happens when Chloe, descendant of Annie, is finally apologizing, because obviously the fact that they brought her back from this frozen state, she had no say in it. There was no consent. There was no agency. So to promote this technology is saddled with very dark and deep ethical questions. So Chloe is finally kind of realizing, wow, I better make some fine print about this, and I better apologize to my aunt because we haven't really had a good conversation yet. So this is called Miserable. I'm just going to sing you the first verse. Okay. Ever since I was a girl, all I ever wanted was to be like you, to understand half the things you knew, be the next... let me start again. So hard. Ever since I was a girl, all I ever wanted was to be like you, to understand half the things you knew, be the next one someone like me could look up to. So I tried to make a mark, turn a bright light on in the dark, live up to the family name, learn how to keep the flame, running with the wolves and sheep and fame, and playing the game. I kept pushing on, 'cause I thought being strong meant being right. I learned to fight, but now the light is gone, and I've forgotten which is right and which is wrong. Which is wrong. 'Cause you flaunted and you flexed, undaunted, proud and unperplexed. You cast a spell that held. Now here you are, alive and well. But you're miserable. You're miserable. Miserable. And I'm so sorry. So there's another verse and there's stuff happening in between and blah, blah, blah. But it's like this, finally Chloe's veneer has been like a little bit crumbly and she's, apologizing. Sorry seems to be the hardest word, according to a friend of mine. Let's see, any other questions? So I would like to read you the poem of the day. Did Rise by Jessica Ray Bergamino. Did tear along, did carry the sour heave of memory, did fold my body upon the pillow's curve, did teach myself to pray, did sleep, did choir and echo to swell through time, did pocket watch, did compass, did whisper a girl from the silence of ghost, did travel on the folded map to the roaring inside, did see myself smaller, at least stranger, where the hinge of losing had not yet become loss. Did vain, did hollow in light, did hold my own chapped hand, did hair, did makeup, did press the pigment on my broken lip, did stutter, did slur, did shush my open mouth, the empty glove, did grace, did dare, did learn the way forgiveness is the heaviest thing to bear. That's B-A-R-E. Did grieve, did grief. Did check the weather, choose the sweater, did patch the jeans worn out along the seam, did purchase, did pressure, did put the safety on the scissors, did shuttle myself away, did haunt, did swallow a tongue of sweat formed on the belly of a day-old glass, did ice, did block, did measure the doing, did carry, did return, did slumber, did speak. Did wash blood from the bitten nail, the thumb that bruised, did wash the dirt-stained face, the dirt-stained sheets, did take the pills, did not take the pills, cut the knots from my own matted hair. Yes, peanut butter and jelly bites really can be considered an amuse-gueule for a fancy meal. I am going to leave you. This is a short KCC, but I thank you all so much for saying hello and being here. I am going to... Kelly, did I forget anything? Oh, that. Okay. Yes. Well, there's my workshop. There's where to find it. I think that we've shared the link. It starts in 2 weeks. It's 2 hours a day on Zoom. It is not about songwriting. This is about playwriting. This is about playwriting as memoir, finding your voice, spoken prose, scenes, monologues, small assignments, big assignments, feedback, sharing with the group. It's anywhere between 7 and 12 people. I think that 7 will be the least and 12 will be the most. So maybe you'll check it out. If it's terrifying to you, then maybe that's why you should go. So I'm going to stick around and in the comments in case you would like to ask anything about it. I will be right here in computer land, but I'm going to play you, or Kelly's going to play you, a monologue that leads into one of the songs in My Mother Has Four Noses, which was, again, like the most terrifying thing I've ever done, but the most satisfying creative explosion. So thank you all. I'll see you soon. I'll do a sneak attack sometime later in the summer because I miss you, and I thank you for keeping track of me. And run it, Kel. I think I was in some kind of shock. I tried to keep it together. But one night I couldn't sleep, and I started playing this little kalimba I found in the studio. Song came out. More tears. I was really fragile. And I thought I'd been so brave. I thought every other rescue had prepared me. But there I was, midnight, Malibu, this mournful little kalimba, ripping my armor to shreds. And I realized, for all my bravado, I wasn't ready. I was not ready for my mother to die. And I really did love her. I don't know your name. And I can't see your face. But I know you're coming, and I can hear you whisper, and I can hear you call. officially made Anna Hennessy Fisher cry on her quesadilla. My work is done. My work is done. Crying on a quesadilla, that takes the cake. I hope you could hear me. I officially made Anna cry on her quesadilla. That's exciting. Thank you all so much. It was so wild to see that again. That was early in rehearsal for Four Noses that we recorded the show. There was no audience, so it lacks that sort of electricity of, people laughing and getting the jokes. And it also is early in the days of me getting comfortable in playing the character of me. It is me, but I'm playing the character of me. And I think that I, over the years, have settled into the role a little, and it's a little less fraught. And again, like that's what playwriting, there's something about economy. And I have learned that over the million times that I've done it now, to like really revel in the less is more of it all. So I hope you'll join me. Thank you all. I'll see you. I'll do another drive-by later in the summer, and I will see you. Thank you so very much. Mwah.